Let's hear it once again for our veterans for peace over here. Thank you very much, hermanos.
No más, no more.
Of Virginia to the hills of Salvador, the mothers and the fathers send their children off to war, and the hand that drove the plow on the trigger in the night, killing all their sons and daughters in a brutal, senseless fight.
Words of someone who was supposed to be with us, but was not able to come. Sister Diana Ortez, herself, a survivor of torture at the hands of the School of the Americas. And she was supposed to be with us this weekend, but this is the time of year when she was tortured. And it became too much for her to come, and so she sent some words, and I will read just a few. My dear friends, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. I send greetings to you from TASC, the Torture, Abolition, and Survivors Support Coalition International, which is made up of survivors of torture throughout the world. I regret that I cannot be with you on this most important occasion. As this month of November is important to SOA Watch, it is important to me as well, but for a very different reason. This month marks the 15th anniversary of my abduction and torture in Guatemala. The period which I often describe as the darkest night of my soul. It was a moment when everything that gave life meaning dried up and hope disappeared. What Martin Buber called the eclipse of God. I still remember everything. The smells, reeking of decomposing bodies and burning skin, the images, the policeman's cratered face, eyes dead like buttons, blood gushing out of the woman as my hands were forced to thrust a machete into her already broken body. There was all of that and so much more. It is especially at this time of year that I wonder if I should have survived it all. Had I not, the terrible memories I live with would be gone to the grave with me. I share this reflection for two reasons. First, I hope you will remember that the torture's ghost walks with those of us who have survived torture every day. For those who were brutalized by graduates of this wretched school, their torture will never end. I remember my torture. I remember the American who was the boss of my Guatemalan torturers. And I remember that a man a U.S. court found liable for my torture was honored by the School of Shame. 150 governments in the world torture, and the United States is one of them. The photographs in Abu Ghraib prison, the reports from Afghanistan, Guantanamo, elsewhere. As you go about your work in Georgia, we members of TASC salute you. We will spend this weekend and the coming weeks to defeat the nomination of an apologist for torture to be Attorney General. The twin facts that Alberto Gonzalez was nominated to be Attorney General, an apologist for torture to be Attorney General, and that the School of Assassins still operates show you how much work we still have to do, but we will close this school. The road we walk may be long and difficult, but we will walk it. Those who glory in the corruption of this world may scorn and mock us, but we have fixed our eyes upon the stars, and they will lead us to the day when the world is finally torture-free. Diana Ortiz. We can't quite remember, but 5 or 6 years ago, when the crowd reached about to the yellow van with the transmitter on it, a young woman made her way through the crowd. We had a very small stage, not a very complicated sound system, and a friend of hers said, "Somebody's here, I think it'd be great if she could sing a song." Well, she sang a couple songs that day. She's been back since, and whether she's here or not here, she represents part of the beauty of why this movement has grown, and that is the music that feeds our souls and reminds us in the darkness where the light and hope are. Please, Amy Rae of the Indigo Girls.
Hi, hello everyone. This is one of the most moving, it is the most moving vigil and protest that I ever go to. It's so diverse and beautiful, and everyone from punk rockers to folkies to preachers and priests and old people and young people, and it's just beautiful, and it does my heart good to be here, whether I'm playing or not. I come anyway, you know, it doesn't matter. And I just want to say, Emily can't be here because she is actually working on another activist thing today with her father on a book she's written with him about sort of taking the church back for people that are more open-minded. And I'm sort of a pagan for Jesus, so I have a split personality. But I'm a Southerner, and I just get so tired of this monopoly on family values and what's right and how to love and how to have peace. And this is one of the things I think is so beautiful about this vigil and this march, is we can be here from all religions, and we can embrace this idea, and we can know that we have allies from every walk of life, and it keeps us strong. When you march, stand up straight. When you fill the world with hate, say it loud and say it proud and let it ring. And when you speak against me, would you bring your family? Say it loud and pass it down and let it ring. And let it ring to Jesus, 'cause he'll sure be proud of you. You made fear an institution, and it got the best of you. And let it ring in the name of the one that set you free. Let it ring. As I wander through the shadow of my doubting, I will not be discounted, so let it ring. And you can cite the need for war, call us infidels or whores.
and I get down on my knees, and I pray the same as you. Oh, let it ring, 'cause one day we'll all be free. Oh, let it ring, let it ring. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Peace, y'all. Take care. I want you to know the first time Amy came that year when we were pretty small, and she did a couple numbers and the crowd was screaming for another song, and I stepped behind her. I said, could you do just one more number? And she turned, no. She turned back to the crowd and she said, this is not about Amy Rae and the Indigo Girls. This is about being here.